Hi, everybody. Eileen Quinn here, talking about explicit instruction, the reading brain, and how high school teachers and elementary teachers, if you want to join us, can build fluency but with academic rigor by specifically teaching the same academic vocabulary words all week long through routine, explicit, systematic instruction to build fluency to help your students do really well over time. One of the things that we want to talk about is this concept of explicit instruction and how you can start out. Okay, I'm going to share with you my Quizlet set that I just created for this class, my last stream. And so you can set up a free Quizlet account anytime. It's Quizlet.com. And you can start a study set. I would just choose 5 or 10 academic words that you know are going to appear on the test at the end of the unit, but you got to kind of front load some of it first. And you have to make sure that the kids know the terms and the definitions up front so that you can interact with them all week. And so at this point now, just give them the words. Give them the terms and the definitions so that you can interact with them in different ways and not waste time by them looking them up in the glossary. I do it too. So it's up to you how you want to go about it. But I like to make sure that they have the list so that I can do some really good activities with them. If you want to start by having them copy the list down or look them up in the glossary, that's fine. But make sure at the end of that activity, they have the official list. Okay, and so you can create a list in Quizlet. And the reason why I'm a big fan of Quizlet is because there's a lot of ways that you can interact with this. Specifically, I want to talk about Quizlet Live. It's hard to demo without a full student, so a full class. So I'm going to have to take a film of it and show it anyway. So what you do is you'll start out by sort of creating a list. You would press the plus sign and you would create a flashcard set. Let's say you want to talk about, let's say whatever the chapter was, chapter 20, photosynthesis. Let's say you're a science teacher. Okay, so my first term is photosynthesis. And I wanted to show you, sometimes when I talk and spell at the same time, it's not perfect. You can put a little description in here. You can have kids create a free Quizlet account too, if that's something that you like. I don't necessarily need that for the way in which I go about it. And so once you have the term typed in here, you have some options. For a long time, I taught second language learners, and I had a bunch of ESL kids. And so what I would do is I would do the terms. If I was co-teaching with another science teacher or a history teacher, I would find their terms, and then I would create a Quizlet for them in their first language. Because a lot of times ELL kids or ESL kids come in with a lot of background knowledge in their L1 or their primary language. And so it's just a quick switch of giving them the information that they need to transfer that. And so you could do that. For visual learners, you can add images. So there's the choose language aspect. And then when you hit tab, here's something cool. It auto defines it for you, AI. So you can scroll through and look at, these are previous Quizlet subscribers that have created these. And so maybe you like the conversion of light energy from the sun into chemical energy. Maybe you like that definition, or maybe you want to add to it. You can go ahead and add or take out. You can edit however you like. You have 1,850 characters. So you can do what it is. I might suggest doing the morpheme of the word. And I found this really cool website. I just got to think of it. Fun with Phonics. Morpheme Maker. Oh, phonics and stuff, morpheme map, sorry. Okay, so if we wanted to do the morpheme mapper or take apart the root and the suffix and the prefix of the word photosynthesis, okay. I'm going to spell it correctly for it to work. Okay, and so it does something really cool here. It breaks apart and defines the morphemes so that students, if they see another word with the root syn in it, S-Y-N, with, to gather, alike, like synthesize, photosynthesis, take a photo of the like, to put in a place, to act or condition of. And then we look at the definition and we can see, as we start to begin to learn these meanings over and over again of these morphemes, students can begin to decode more complex language pieces. And so I might even ask, oh, I forgot I wasn't sharing anymore. Sorry, I forget that I have to switch my screen. So now I have to reshare my screen to show you what I was talking about. Morpheme mapper. So if you go to phonicsandstuff.com and click on morpheme mapper, you can put your terms in, and what it does is it takes apart the terms for you. The other thing you could do is you can, let me share my screen again. ChatGPT is a really powerful tool, and it's just about how you using it correctly. So if I were a sciencer and I wanted to roll out, say, 10 new vocabulary words, I might say, create a Quizlet, because I do want a word list with definitions of the 10 high frequency words in the photosynthesis unit. I'll get it by the end of this video. Include the morphemes with the definitions. This way, students can begin to see how to decode the word if they see the part of the word in a separate entry. Let's see what it comes up with. And also write this at 10th grade level for biology students. And let's see what ChatGPT can do for us. Here's a Quizlet style word list for photosynthesis unit at a 10th grade biology level with definitions and morphemes, prefixes, roots, and suffixes included for word analysis. Let's see how many words they came up with. Whoa, too many. I'm already overwhelmed. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT to slow your roll. I only want 10 words. Wait, how many are they? Maybe there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it did 10. Did I say 10? That's why. I didn't say 10, but you must be listening to me. Okay. And yes, I would like to make this in a ready to upload Quizlet, CSV, or Word. I'm just going to say yes. Let's see what they give me. Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, perfect. Please choose your format. It doesn't matter because Quizlet would take either. So I prefer this response. Okay. CSV file. ChatGPT must be tired. I've been working really hard today. Oh, there we go. Now I have my file. So I'm going to download the file. Here it comes. And I have to switch my viewpoint. Now I have a standby. Oh, there it is. Let's go back to our Quizlet. I wonder if I could share this. So what it gave me was an Excel file, which for some reason is not popping up, so I can't share it with you. But I was able to copy and paste the Excel spreadsheet. Now I can share with you my Quizlet again. Okay. Since I already used ChatGPT, here's my flashcard set. And I'm going to import the terms. And I've already copied from the Excel spreadsheet. So I'm going to paste it just the way it appears and click import. And there's my list. Now I have, get rid of that. I have the word photosynthesis. I have the definition, the process by which plants use sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and sugar and oxygen. Photo, light plus sun together. Thesis, putting it together with light. Now for my visual learners, I can add an image. Chlorophyll. Let's see. Oh, I like this. Autotroph, an organism that can make its own food. Add an image. Let's see what comes up. Oh, this kind of organism can make their own food. Glucose. Right? We know that is sugar. We have lots of different options here. You want to stay. Carbon dioxide. Here's the whole process. Stomata. Open and closed. I don't know, you science teachers, you know what you want for an image. A chloroplast. A pigment. Okay, get the idea here. And this is above my pay grade. Okay, so you found your images, you found your terms, and look what you get. Here's the term on the front and the conversion of light, okay? And then you can whip through the terms. They have the definition. And then look at what they have here at the bottom. The morphemes. So you know that chloro equals green, phyll is a leaf. And so chlorophyll, green leaf, a green pigment inside the plant cells that absorbs the light for energy. Autotroph, ooh, let's break apart that word. Auto meaning self, troph, nourish, to feed yourself. So not only are you teaching these vocabulary words, but you're teaching the morphemes, right? The prefixes, the suffix, the root. That's going to help kids build their fluency. Okay, so it's something very simple. We all teach vocabulary words, but see if you can add Another layer. See if you can layer up your academic vocabulary instruction so that at the very least, you're teaching the morphemes as well. This way, like I said, you guys can help kiddos start decoding in other places. That's all I have for today. We're talking about Quizlet and we're talking about the science of reading and how explicit instruction in vocabulary can help students build their fluency. My name is Eileen Quinn, Quinn English 200. Love to see you every day. Like and subscribe. I'll be on tomorrow for a quick video. Thanks a lot for your help. See you later.